Roman Reigns picks CM Punk for WrestleMania. What's up, here to today? We have the weekly series review of Monday Night Raw. They kicked off the show with Braun Breaker being a madman, flipping the announce table, throwing the announce chairs. He's going crazy. Then he's in the ring on the mic, screaming that he wants Adam Pearce. He's pissed at him, and the Vision's holding him back. Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, Logan Paul, Austin Theory, they're all holding back. And then Paul Heyman gets on the mic. He goes, "This is all Adam Pearce's fault." Blah blah blah. And then Braun Breaker snaps. He grabs the mic. He goes, "Adam Pearce, I'm gonna give you the count of three to get your ass out of here before I destroy this whole show." 1, 2, Adam Pearce comes out. Adam Pearce comes out with a bunch of security. Braun Breaker starts charging the security. Bronson Reed's holding him back. Adam Pearce is like, he goes, "You're lucky that I'm giving you a gift of you keeping your job for how bad of a performance you had at the Royal Rumble." And Braun Breaker was pissed. Paul Heyman comes out trying to calm him down. Everybody's losing their mind. Braun Breaker is ready to murder Adam Pearce. And Paul Heyman said before, he goes, "It's all Adam Pearce's fault for the Masked Man." He's trying to say he doesn't know who the Masked Man is, but he clears everybody's visa to go to Saudi Arabia, so he knows exactly who the Masked Man was. And Adam Pearce said he does not know who the Masked Man is, and Braun Breaker's pissed. Paul Heyman holds him back, and then I don't know where LA Knight's music hits, and LA Knight comes from behind and takes out Logan Paul and Austin Theory in the ring because Bronson Reed's holding Braun Breaker, and then he lets him go. He goes after LA Knight, and LA Knight takes him out with the chair as well. LA Knight stands tall over the Vision, and then Braun Breaker's yelling at Paul Heyman, like, "What are we doing? What is happening?" So, like, clearly there is now tension between the Vision. It's a mess. I personally think the Masked Man was either Logan Paul or Austin Theory. I think the Vision's going to turn on Braun Breaker. I got a feeling that it was an inside job by the Vision. Then Javon Evans went one-on-one with El Grande Americano. This match was going great and everything. El Grande Americano looked like he was going to win it. When the original El Grande Americano's music hits, he comes out and does his thing, the thank you thing, like Chad Gable. El Grande Americano's distracted. Javon Evans hits his cutter thing. 1, 2, 3. Javon Evans picks up the victory over El Grande Americano. I'm not sure where they're going to go with Javon Evans after this. He just had a great breakout moment in the Royal Rumble, being in the Royal Rumble for over 40 minutes. I feel like they got to capitalize on this. Obviously, I think WrestleMania, it's going to be a mass versus mass match for El Grande Americano. But I'm not sure where they're going to go with Javon Evans because I feel like he's got to move on from El Grande Americano because he's been feuding with him for almost a month now. Then the Usos return because it's just been Jey Uso recently on Monday Night Raw, but Jimmy Uso is back, and they come out from the crowd doing their yeet thing, which is so stupid. I'm so done with the yeet stuff. And pretty much just say that next week, the Usos are back. They're ready to defend their tag titles against Alpha Academy, and they're going to dominate Alpha Academy, and they're going to retain their tag titles. And they said yeet. I mean, I'm so done with the Usos. Jimmy Uso really I don't have a problem with, but Jey Uso, man, he can go. It's like, unless he gets rid of the yeet stuff, Jey Uso can just go. I'd be happy with him never being on TV again. I hate you, Gunther. AJ Styles' music hits, the crowd goes crazy. Everything AJ Styles is there, and Gunther does the AJ Styles like little leg shuffle thing and throws his arms up, acting like he's AJ Styles. He comes down to the ring and he goes just like Goldberg, just like John Cena. And now AJ Styles goes, "I've now destroyed all their careers and dominated and retired them." He couldn't say he made him tap out like a little bitch because AJ Styles isn't a little bitch like John Cena. He didn't tap. Also, AJ Styles' career isn't over. His career is over in WWE, but that career ain't over. He's going to TNA or AEW. We all know it. And it's going to be freaking awesome. But Gunther is going on a tangent about this. When Dragon Lee comes out, he's heard enough. He was tag champs with AJ Styles just this past year. He comes out and beats the holy hell out of Gunther. I mean, he has crazy offense on him, but then he makes a mistake. Gunther, he gets him up by where the announcers and the ring people are, and Dragon Lee goes all the way over here and runs like he's going to go get him, and then Gunther hits him with the ring bell right in the head, and then takes him in the ring and starts choking him out even more, and then security comes out and stops him, but then Dragon Lee's walking around the ring, and Gunther leans over, grabs him, and literally like hangs him, choking him, and his whole body goes limp, his arm. Dragon Lee's arms are straight down, his legs are straight down. It literally looked like he got hung by Gunther, and he's knocked out, passed out. Gunther freaking just murders Dragon Lee. It's interesting where this is going. Maybe we're going to get a Dragon Lee match, Or this is what I actually think it is. I think this is going to set up WrestleMania, and Gunther sadly retires Rey Mysterio, which I think is very stupid if they do that. Dominic Mysterio should be the one that retires Rey, not Gunther. I'm so done with Gunther retiring everybody. Finn Balor's done with people not respecting him, and he's ready to make a statement. He's done being the Mr. Nice Guy, and he's going to show why everybody has not shown the respect that he deserves. And he's coming for CM Punk and the World Heavyweight Championship. The Bella Twins are back. Nikki Bella and Brie Bella come out. I thought Nikki Bella was a heel, but apparently that's now out the window because Brie Bella's back. They had a very weird and awkward promo. Personally, I thought it was just weird because they started it off and the crowd, like Nikki Bella started off with because they were quote unquote booing them, and then Brie Bella goes, "Oh, I think they're saying Coop," because supposedly Nikki Bella is dating Cooper DeJean, Eagles player, because they're in Philadelphia. And then it was weird. And then Nikki Bella was like, "Oh, that girl can't have good taste," blah blah blah. And then somebody yelled something, and she quietly said a comment. It just felt really awkward with Nikki Bella on the mic. And then Brie Bella got on the mic. She's like, "I'm back not because Nikki Bella was getting her butt whipped, because I'm back because the tag division is the best it's ever been, and me and Nikki Bella, the Bella Twins, want to win the women's tag team championships." And it ends like that. It just felt weird. This whole interaction with the two of them and the crowd felt so awkward. And the biggest thing I'm thinking, I'm like, all out of all cities, they thought of having these two come back together and have Nikki Bella in front of. They let's do Philly, because right now with all the quote unquote rumors of Nikki Bella and Cooper DeJean dating, it just the crowd was booing them, but then also cheering them, and then they were chanting Cooper DeJean and Coop. It just felt really weird. But the Bella Twins are back, and they're coming for the women's tag titles. It just felt, this whole interaction with the crowd and the Bella Twins felt really weird. The War Raiders were prepared for a tag match, and then Obafemi's music hits. Obafemi makes his main roster debut on Raw, comes down to the ring, and beats the holy hell out of the War Raiders, throwing them around like they're ragdolls. And the War Raiders are massive men, but Obafemi dominates them, beats the holy hell. He threw Eric, because Ivar's bigger. He threw Eric like he was 150 pounds. Now, he didn't throw Ivar that crazy, but I was shocked by how he threw Eric across the whole ring. It was insane. And Obafemi just lays him out and then hits his pose, just making a statement that he is here on Monday Night Raw and he is an absolute beast. Then we had Penta go one-on-one with Bronson Reed. This match was going great for Penta, and then, of course, the Vision got involved. Penta super kicks Austin Theory, and then Logan Paul gets up there. He super kicks Logan Paul, and then Penta gets on the top rope, hits a giant splash onto them. But while he kicked Logan Paul, he also hit the ref. The ref's down. Big Bronson Reed, once Penta gets back in the ring, takes him out, hits the tsunami on him, and there's no ref to count. 1, 2, 3. Bronson Reed is one, but there's no ref. Bronson Reed's pissed. He goes outside of the ring to go grab a chair when LA Knight attacks Bronson Reed and hits a BFT on Bronson Reed, laying him out. The ref wakes up. Penta's showing the ref that Bronson Reed's out cold out of the ring, so the ref starts counting, and he gets to a 10 count, so Bronson Reed is counted out. LA Knight hit that BFT, and the Vision chased him off. He got the hell out of there, and Bronson Reed gets counted out, and Penta wins by count out, because LA Knight, man, this whole night he tortured the Vision between attacking at the beginning of the show and then screwing Bronson Reed in this match. And LA Knight is a one-man show right now, just dominating the Vision tonight. Then Dirty Dom Mysterio returns. We have not seen him in a month, which it was super annoying because he was injured and he was Intercontinental Champion. He should have vacated the title, but whatever. Dirty Dom comes back and introduced the Women's Royal Rumble winner, Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan comes down the ring and she says she has not made her decision yet because there's a Women's World title match between Raquel Rodriguez and Stephanie Victor, and Raquel Rodriguez is going to bring the Women's World title back to the Judgment Day. And then she goes, on Friday, I'm going to go to SmackDown and see my options about Jade Cargill. And she goes, then I'll make my decision later down the road. But she said it's so important. Then Raquel comes. She introduced Raquel. Raquel comes down the ring and she tells Liv, "Why did you eliminate me in the Royal Rumble?" And Liv's like, "Well," she goes, "I know you're not a selfish person." She's like, "So one opportunity for you, and one opportunity is better than none." I don't know. It's and then Raquel's like, "Well, that's okay." She goes, "Then stay out of my business. Stay backstage tonight in my match." And then Stephanie Victor and Raquel Rodriguez, in my personal opinion, which should have been the main event, because the main event was Roman Reigns, talking about him winning the Royal Rumble. Boring. In my opinion, when a world title, it doesn't matter if it's men or women's world title, is defended on a weekly show like Monday Night Raw, it absolutely should be the main event. Because these two women, I'm not a major fan of women's wrestling, but like I watch it and stuff. This match was a banger. Stephanie Victoria and Raquel Rodriguez they put their bodies on the line in this Philly street fight they had for the women's world title, and they killed it. This match was so good. And then Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez tried getting involved. Liv tried giving Raquel Rodriguez the women's world title, and that backfired on her. Then Roxanne Perez tried stopping Stephanie Victoria from putting Raquel Rodriguez through a table, which kind of worked, but Roxanne Perez was put through a table, and then Raquel was able to fight off Stephanie Victoria until she went for a powerbomb, and Stephanie Victoria reversed it and put Raquel through the table, and then ended up beating Raquel and retaining her for the women's world title. And then Liv Morgan attacked Stephanie Victoria, laying out Stephanie Victoria, and she held up the women's world title over Stephanie Victoria and threw it on her, kind of making it look like Liv Morgan is going to go after Stephanie Victoria for the women's world title at WrestleMania 42. So I'm assuming next week we're going to have some serious drama between Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. I feel like this is going to lead to, and with Finn Balor kind of like breaking away from the Judgment Day, and then the like beef between these two now because Raquel's blaming Liv for things. I think we're eventually going to see the breakup and the end of the Judgment Day. Thank God. And then in the main event, we had Roman Reigns, the OTC, come out. The crowd goes crazy for him. Well, kind of. They got excited for him, and then he started mentioning like 2015, 2016 Philly, and they started booing him. It was kind of weird. Like, they were excited for him. It wasn't like back in 2015 when he won the Royal Rumble, when he got booed out of the building in Philly. They were cheering for him. And then he started giving the idea of going after Drew McIntyre for his title that he lost at WrestleMania 40, and they were not for that. They were booing the holy hell out of that. They do not want to see Roman Reigns go after Drew McIntyre. They started chanting CM Punk. So Roman's like, so you guys want me to go against CM Punk? And then CM Punk's music hits. CM Punk comes down to the ring, and CM Punk absolutely cooked the holy hell out of Roman Reigns. Talking about how Roman Reigns takes vacations every 2 months, every 3 months, and he's gone forever, which he does. He hasn't been on TV since War Games, and before that, he hadn't been on TV since like August. Roman Reigns is a joke. He should not have won the Royal Rumble, in my opinion, at all. But CM Punk's telling him how you take these vacations, and then you have the audacity to go on ESPN talking about how you take these vacations so you can give WWE time to make new stars. CM Punk said, he goes, you either can face me, the best in the world, or you can take your easy route and go after Drew McIntyre. Roman Reigns is like, he goes, the easy route's Drew McIntyre. He goes, CM Punk, last time I checked, Drew McIntyre is 4 times your size. And I'm like, yeah, Roman Reigns got a point on that. I don't like Roman Reigns, but damn, he cooks CM Punk. CM Punk, I don't really like CM Punk either, so that's why I have no interest in this main event for WrestleMania. But this promo battle was pretty good, but CM Punk overall cooks Roman Reigns. But Roman Reigns ends the promo with saying he's picking CM Punk not because he thinks he's the easy option. He's picking him because he hates CM Punk. He hates CM Punk because he's like, you've tried manipulating my family. You've tried manipulating WWE. It's like re-accepting you because you were the same person 10 years ago that went on over 10 years ago, went on a 10-year vacation and went on your friend's podcast ripping down this company and how he had to fix it. I mean, like, the only thing I will say, when I was listening to this promo, I'm like, this feels like I'm listening to Seth Rollins and CM Punk. Like, Roman Reigns is copy and pasting what Seth Rollins said when they feuded. So I was really not impressed with Roman Reigns at all in this promo, but Roman Reigns ends it with he's picking CM Punk. He's going to face CM Punk at WrestleMania 42 in Vegas for the World Heavyweight Championship. I hope to God CM Punk retains, because I do not want to see this bum as a champion again and only show up every so many months. But overall, this Monday Night Raw was pretty freaking good. I mean, like, there was a couple of low points. I felt like the Bella's twin promo just felt off, but the women's world title match was fantastic. The main event promo overall was decent. Like, I know a lot of people are going to be glazing that, but I was impressed, but I wasn't that impressed. And then Gunther, man, I just freaking hate you, Gunther. And I'm so excited for Obafemi and WWE. And hopefully they push LA Knight correctly this time. So thank you guys for watching the set review of Monday Night Raw this week. This was the Monday Night Raw right after the Royal Rumble, which the Royal Rumble was terrible. This Monday Night Raw definitely was better than the Royal Rumble. I'm going to give this Monday Night Raw a 3.5 out of 5. It overall kept me pretty entertained. So thank you guys for watching. Go check out my Instagram, which is all lowercase JRW Live. Highly appreciate that. Also, go check out my TikTok, which is lowercase JRW _live. Highly appreciate that as well. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel if you're not already, because we post every single day awesome wrestling figure content. I'll see you guys in the next one.